Los Angeles Crusaders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step. Aside here in this first quarter. Defense showing blitz. First down, Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Second down, here's Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
When it comes to Elvis Dumerville, just throw your tape measure right out. He fits none of the qualities that you're looking for in terms of height, weight, speed. But he gets to the quarterback and puts him on his back.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bortles, he's got time in the pocket, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Surveying the field. Completes it to Lee. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle point dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
To pass, Flacco. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and 10 here for Flacco. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. No gain, and it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 13 yards down to the 13.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down, Flacco now. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away. He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Flacco, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Bortles. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles now to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 4. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Can't find anyone open. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. Put on that play.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Flacco going to give to his fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Flacco looks to throw, and his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore there, and it's 3rd down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And this is incomplete. On play action, now Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Ginn. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They come out here in the eye. A give to McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down. It's McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Flacco to throw here on third down. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Yeldon, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Julius Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On first down, Flacco. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace!
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And the back goes into motion. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of...
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now is Bortles. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the focus is LaShawn McCoy here, but the defense is doing a really nice job. He's nowhere near his normal yardage total in this game.
Yeah, such a prolific rusher, well up over 6,000 for his career. How have they kept him down?
Well, a lot of gang tackling, getting to the point of attack with a number of people, not creating any creases or cracks for him to find his way through. As you know, with that agility and vision he has, he can always pop a big run.
Caught by Nelson left side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. And
he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Right side catch, Gilmore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Flacco from midfield. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 1st down, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A good catch there and a first down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down marker was.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail.
Again, it's Bortles. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys.
Touchdown, LA! Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs for different routes and be precise in your cuts.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Fromwhenceyoucom. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And now they're in the hurry-up. Flacco.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second down following the incompletion. Play action, Flacco. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Hey, watch number 5, Here we go.
Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air on the first down, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back now in Los Angeles. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Bortles. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. In motion now is Lee. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Hey, you got three. There we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
On third and long, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And some extras coming up on the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Ravens. 59 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Flacco. A dump off for Dixon. And he lost the football. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Setting up to throw, Flacco. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Operating off play action. Flacco looking for someone to... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Flacco looking to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come up in an offset eye. They begin with a run by Yeldon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. There goes Allen Hearns. Touchdown, Allen. Allen Hearns, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to let it fly. Time for a break, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Bortles to throw.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Bortles going to look to throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.